What's up, everyone? Switched up here, as always. And yeah, and you may have probably noticed the title. It's just gonna be some Super Mario randomizer, and all I just need to wait is for Game Guy. After all, he is the one who has the game, not me. And today the weather has been, well, it's been decent, I guess. A bit of rain, but what can you do? When it rains. Typical Swedish summer weather. Oh man, it's just great. And yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of Mario randomizer today, and some of my viewers may probably notice that my stream yesterday is deleted. Well, there was just said that someone actually showed in the stream, and there was playing something in in the screen share, and it's just something like I prefer not people doing that since from other YouTube channels or uh, music videos or anything. It's just because it can be copyrighted, and yeah, so I prefer that that's not won't be happening. I hope that everyone understands from that point of view. It's just I just don't want to be copyrighted or anything, since it's not really a good thing. It isn't. Anyways, my day had been, well, for most part, actually just been very calm. The weather had been, well, rain on and off, I guess. Just been outside just for only a short time today, and but that's it. I haven't really done much else. Mostly been, well, mostly been watching YouTube and listening to some stories and all. It's just how things are. And I'm hoping that every one of my viewers and my American friends had a very excellent 4th of July yesterday. And I heard that next year will be the 250th anniversary of US as independent, that Donald Trump, he literally planned for that next year with having a wrestling match by the White House, an actual wrestling match, WWE match at the White House to mark the 250th anniversary of US as independent. I was like, what? Is this for real? I mean, I kind of knew that Trump was planning something big for next year's 4th of July, like planning to have a WWE wrestling match by the White House next year's 4th of July. I mean, that is something that's never been proposed by any previous president or anything. It's just, yeah, that's that was kind of a plot twist of many events. So, but it's just that match might actually not even happen. You may wonder why I suddenly say that. I mean, since Trump is the one who will be organizing that match next year, well, it might actually some of the reasons to suddenly to why that match may not even happen. Well, it might have because one of the most major thing, the weather. I mean, if you were going to have a wrestling match by the White House on the front yard or the front lawn next year's 4th of July as a marking the 250th anniversary, yeah, it might be not happened due to the fact the weather. You never know of if it's going to rain that day or if it's going to just be a sunny day. But if it's going to be a normal sunny day, It is estimated, at least by Trump, that maybe between 20 to 25,000 people will be there to literally watching that WWE wrestling match. And that is both epic but also unusual. No previous president has never even come up with this, any of these suggestions or idea to have a wrestling match by the White House as a marking the celebrations for the next 4th of July. And that might also that. But I may also thinking, since next year will be the 250th anniversary for US independence, not only like Trump will have this big speech and there might even be a big parade, perhaps in Washington, and might even be a big parade in basically in almost every single major city like San Francisco, New York, especially New York, since it is really part of the original colonies at the time when it was established. And I can only imagine that 250th anniversary for as a celebration for one's nation's birth. It is epic, but like I said, having a wrestling match by the White House next year, well, that might actually happen, but Trump said estimate between 20 to 25,000 people will be present. Well, that estimation might be a little bit low. I mean, it might even be, I don't know, more than 25,000, might even be 30, perhaps even more than that. But I do in fact know this. If there's going to be a wrestling match by the White House next year's 4th of July, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be live streamed so that people across the United States will be able to watching this, even if they're living far away from that, like say Hawaii, Puerto Rico, or even Alaska, of all places. I mean, if you really want to be there, I don't think it was able to be a logical to do. I mean, let's say if you would let's say if this match would have been placed in New York, and every single New Yorker want to go there to watching the game, that would not be practically impossible. Considering how many people that live in New York, it is estimated between 8 to 10 million. So yeah, if you're putting 10 million people in a stadium to watching this big wrestling match, not possible, not possible because of safety reasons. But yeah, but I wonder, I wonder, what else is Trump has planning for the next year's 250 years anniversary for 4th of July? Who knows? Might be something, maybe not so much as. But there is one thing I do know, and that would be a bigger fireworks show across the country. Beyond a doubt. I mean, how often do you even celebrate an anniversary like this? Last time it was a big, massive celebration for an anniversary like this. That was like 50 years ago when the US celebrated 200th anniversary. And I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised that if next year's anniversary for 250 years of 4th of July, that the replica of Mayflower will be sailing in the harbor of New York, which actually happened at least once when that was celebrating the 400th anniversary with the foundation of the Plymouth colony. But anyways, next year's next year's 4th of July might actually be quite epic. But who knows? Who knows? But that was pretty much the same thing when uh, Sweden celebrated 500th 500th anniversary only about a few years ago, around 2023. So if we celebrate 500 years as an independent in my country, then so 250 years in the US next year, well, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, like I said, okay, that might be epic, and I'm curious to see what that's going to happen. But there are some few things that could cancel it in the first place, like the weather. You never know what weather it'll be, unless that you have this big tent over the arena, the ring, and depending on how many people that's even going to show up. If but also if there's going to be some, since the one who's organizing this is a friend of Trump, and his name is Dana, and they're close friends. I mean, anything can happen. Like, say, if they will be falling out, and then this arrangement for having this wrestling match by the White House may not even happen. So, like I said, there are some things that may can happen to cancel this big epic wrestling match by the White House next year. Another thing that might also happen, that Trump may not even be in the office anymore. I mean, considering what's been happening for the several months now, what Trump has been doing, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, nope, we want to kick him out of the office. But it's just some things like that. But anyways, yeah, we have Mr. Tomato,
There you go.
and we have Mr. Wolf, and Mr. Spinner.
Oh, that's the fourth.
But what do you guys
I
think?
saw that there were. I'm in the private chat, and it actually tells you how many people are in the studio. And I
Yeah,
saw
it
Cody
does.
Lane typing, but I didn't know who the fourth one was. Like,
But if
obviously
you
you, me.
if you see the private
It
chat,
doesn't say who it is, which is interesting.
uh, do you see the where the private chat is? There's this says people above it. If you click on it,
I don't think I can touch that. I think it's only you that can do that.
okay. Well, I can see me, you, Brownie,
I can
and
see how many people are in the.
yeah. So, but before we start
Cody.
this, before we start, what do you guys think of next year's proposal for Trump for this 250 years and anniversary for, yeah, 4th of July? I mean, I actually wasn't even aware of this until like earlier
I
today
didn't even
when
hear about it.
I didn't know either. I mean, I wasn't even aware of that until earlier today. I mean, I got up around 2 in the
I'm
afternoon,
gonna at least
and
get my
I just
camera. So,
so I saw that on the
well,
YouTube as like a short, and literally the guy said mentioning that Trump has had this proposal. I mean, anything is possible that could prevent that from happening. I mean, the weather mostly, like is if it's gonna be. I mean, that is the thing. You never know what's the if it's gonna be a sunny day or it's gonna be a bad storm, and depends also if it's going to just on if it's going to rain. It might if they depend if they put up this like a tent over the rain, and and also he estimated between 20 to 25,000 people will be present as audience. But let's say for the fact that if he only make that as estimation, who knows how many more people that would be present? Like 30 or even perhaps 50,000 people or even more. I mean, it's just, you never know. But that depends on if this if it's going to be free of charge for anyone to be let in, or if you have to pay for a certain amount of money to be able to get in there. And but that also means that you have to get through going through some like some sort of checkup, like a metal detector, just to make sure you're not wearing any bombs or any form of weapons, just for protection. After all, the White House is in fact the most important place in the US as a seat of the government. So, but who knows? I mean, it's possible that anything like that would be epic. I can consider there might even be some big parades and big fireworks shows. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually have a big fireworks show by Mount Rushmore. But that also depends if Trump is even still in office, considering how much negative things has been happening for him lately, and how much he had been done for the past few months, and how many protests that has been happening for um, throughout the different states. People demand that it's going to be in throwing some sort of trial, or people forcing him to step down. I wouldn't even know for the fact if that's going to happen though. Cody, have you seen the new How to Train the Dragon movie? I haven't either. Yeah, it is supposed. My girlfriend actually went to see it only about a few days
I heard it was
ago.
decent.
Yeah, according to my girlfriend, who she went to see it with her mom and brother, it was top like 10 of 10. According to her, though. But there were some changes. There were some changes in the movie of some of the characters. One of them is
Oh,
um,
you know something?
Astrid. She isn't blonde. She is brunette. And if you remember, the twins, they were slim, but one of them is a bit chubby. And I have no against chubby people in that perspective. It's just that was something new. But I can say right now, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is already in the development. And that's going to be released on June 11th, 2027. I haven't even seen the new
Yeah, that's what I get.
How to Train Your Dragon, but there is another movie I also just myself literally been watching on online. Was also recently released, Jurassic World Rebirth, and I will tell you, horrible, horrible. It was absolute worst movie, and I was like, okay, is this gonna be any sequel to this one? But according to the director, this particular movie isn't going to have a sequel. If you, Cody, have you seen the trailer for a new movie, Jurassic World? If you've seen this giant monster dinosaur in the background or anything, something like called D-Rex, that's actually a T-Rex. Instead of looking like normal one, this one has 6 legs, and it. I actually read that the people who designed this one, they took inspirations from a Rancor and the Xenomorph from the Alien movies. And I was like, when I first saw this design of the D-Rex, I was like, is this using another early version of a new dinosaur that's been discovered or something? But it turned out it was a crossbreed, or in this case, this was a mutated T Rex. They even made another, a raptor, but they mixed it so that this particular raptor can fly. They used Velociraptor with a pterodon genes, so they mixed it like they call it mutadon, like a raptor that can literally fly. And it turns out there was a failed experiment, so they abandoned the whole island. I've seen the movie once, but never again. Of all the movies they actually made in the Jurassic World Park franchise, the only ones that I preferred, one I've been watching again and again, is
Oh, I
the
wasn't.
first and second one. Preferred,
Oh,
not really. If you've seen the third movie where this Spinosaurus happened, they actually bring it back in the newest movie, but it is not the same design. It is completely different. I can say that, and it was not good. The movie itself was not good. I didn't even like it. There is one movie I would like to see again. I haven't seen that since what? I think the last first time I saw that particular movie was since the movie came out in 1993. I think it was 1995 or 96, and that is called Once Upon a Time of a Forest. It's a cartoon movie, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. Cody, have you seen the Black Cauldron? What do you think about it? Same here. I think it was a really good movie. You know, when the Black Cauldron was made in 19, what if they had a live action movie of the Black Cauldron? Well, Disney actually managed to again retain the movie rights, the rights for the Black Cauldron book series. There were plans of turning that the whole book series with uh, Tauron and the other characters as a live actions live series, but that was like what could have been 2015, 2016, something like that. But they talked about it, and but then it just nothing happened. And that movie, The Black Cauldron, it actually has its cult status. Even though the fact I heard this that when the movie had the first premiere for young audience, a mother with her young child was forced to leave because her child started crying so much because in the movie near the end of this as you know, the horned king, the villain, using the black cauldron to rising his undead army, the skeleton, alive. That scene scared that child, and the other children in the audience also freaked out. So Disney had to have that scene removed in the movie. The fact that even though the movie came out in 1985, the movie was even released on VHS in 1998. And this movie is usual, often is known as the one Disney tried to bury. They tried to hide the fact that the Black Cauldron was even a movie. This is actually the only Disney movie that has no musical number in it whatsoever. And in fact, it has a bit of darker content compared to many other Disney movies. Even though they have a princess in it, many people don't like the Black Cauldron. And I don't understand why. It's a pretty good movie. But there is another movie. I have seen it like what twice, but it was like years ago. A Troll in Central Park. Have you guys seen that movie?
I heard it wasn't good.
I thought it was really good. But there is another movie, also a Disney movie. I had only seen like only just that once. It wasn't like it was bad or anything. It just I was like in my this was like in the late '90s when I first saw the movie, and what was it called? Rover the Danger, or Rover. What was it called again? Like, I don't even remember exactly, but let's see here. Um, Rover Disney. Ah, here we go. Let me see. Nope. Ah, Rover Dangerfield. Yeah, that was the movie I was talking about. A dog that's literally talking, and he play cards in Las Vegas. Oh, you haven't even heard the movie? Oh, man, you missed out a good one.
Neither have I, to be
No.
fair.
Well, I mean, there are probably many Disney
I
movies
really
that you may have heard of.
didn't want to get
Okay,
that.
um, this movie came out in, I think it was oh yeah, 1991. I was like, what, just only 1 year old when that came out. But there are many other movies that are Disney. Um, let's see here. Disney movies. Okay, there is actually one. Um, okay, there is one movie that probably everyone here has seen. Space Jam, the first one. That movie was epic. But I heard this for one fact that in the sequel, they changed Lola from her first design to a new one. A complete makeover for Lola Bunny. The only difference that they changed of her, because in the first movie, she was using it kind of looks like a sports bra, or at
That's a
least
weird camp angle.
uh, like a sports bra in that movie, and that now in the new one they made, it was a complete jersey,
But this
or
technically
a
be part
complete
of it?
shirt.
I guess it would be.
But there are many other. A Troll in Central Park was released in 1994. Um, okay, how about Thumbelina? Ever heard of that movie?
Uh, I never even heard of it.
It was actually based on Hans Christian Andersen's story about a little uh, a small girl
Oh,
that was born from a
really? Come
flower.
on.
Let's see what other movies are. Okay, have you guys ever heard of the Petal and the Penguin?
Oh, well, I guess I'm doing this now.
That is actually not a bad
I
movie
have
though.
not.
Hmm. There is another one that is actually
Where
based
am I
on
going?
it's named The King and I. They had a different version of it. I thought it was okay for some reasons. Let's go see here. Nope, that is not a Disney movie. The Corpse Bride. I don't know about that since I never even seen that one. Uh, Polar Express. What about that? What do you think about that, guys?
Oh, I've seen that. That movie was pretty decent.
I think it was
People hark
okay
on
though.
how bad the CG is, and it's like, well, it was made back in like whenever it was made, so
Mm. Happy Feet
it was
one and
trying to have
two.
its own identity, and it certainly had that.
Okay, there is one
So
movie. I don't know if you actually heard of this, but it is also a complete CGI. Beowulf. Have you ever heard about that one?
I know back to where it was.
Never heard of it.
I have not.
Well, it's actually based on an ancient story. I think, if I remember right,
I haven't got a wink yet.
I see the movie like 2, 3 times, I guess. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is one. This is actually based on.
I can get over there without it, right?
This is actually based on. Let's go see. Where was it? Here we go. It's based on a Germanic hero story from the. Um, uh, this is actually a story that's set to take place in the 5th century AD, around 500s. It's basically this warrior named Beowulf traveled to Denmark during the 500s after heard stories about this terrible monster that been killing people in this local chief or chieftain's palace, or I would say it's a castle, and it's more. Well, they did have a castle in the end, but it was. I seen like what
I don't think
two,
I've seen
three
all that.
times. It was okay though, but there are some other movies. No, not that one. Not that. That's an anime. That's I never even heard of it before. No, that's not either. Nope. That's. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is awkward.
Um, the Nutcracker movie, the Nutcracker Prince
I can't believe I got that.
from 1990. Is that a movie you have or heard or seen? The Nutcracker Prince.
I mean, obviously, I've heard of the Nutcracker, but not that specific Nutcracker.
Oh man, you really missed out. It's a pretty good movie,
I can probably get it.
and it isn't even. This one is not even a Disney movie. It's not even American. It's Canadian.
can't. If I could see, great.
There are many more movies that
Wait,
let's see
wait,
here.
wait. Go
Okay,
for it. Go for it.
uh, Pokemon, the
Well,
2000
I
movie.
am so
That
dead.
kind of I've seen the Pokemon movies, like the first and the second.
I'm dead. Oh my god! Look at
There are
me.
many
Look how
more
dead
that
I
I
am. It's
haven't.
crazy. And cool. All right.
There are many
That
more
kind of
movies that I
sucks.
haven't seen. Let's go see here. Let's go see. Let's go see.
That's gonna be a reroll.
Okay, this is from the most
That
recent.
is a.
No, I don't think so.
Oh god, no.
Why?
Sure, fine. That really sucks.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Heard about it? Seen
Don't worry
clips.
about it.
I seen clips from the movie, but I haven't seen the full movie.
I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Actually,
There is actually a YouTube
I could
channel
probably sit
that
here. Actually,
there is actually one YouTube channel, Sonic Song 182. A few years ago, they actually made their own version of that movie with the Sonic characters. Sonic as Jack and Amy as
well, that
Sally,
goes. I'll go
and
right. I'm kind of
and
stuck here.
Tails, or that dog ghost.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Oh, okay. How about this movie? South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Ow.
How about that one? Anyone seen that one? I have.
Well, I don't really
It's
watch
not bad.
South Park. Okay.
I've seen it, and it's not good. I've seen the series also myself many times, but it's not really. There are so many movies that I have seen. I've seen so many
Oh,
movies over
bad.
the years. um, but there are some scenes or some phrases from the South Park that I actually enjoyed, like um, "Screw you guys, I'm going home." That is my Eric Cartman's. That is actually pretty good.
Dude,
Or
dude, dude. What? Right.
or or when the one scene that there's, I actually was surprised that uh, when the Green Reaper happened in the earlier seasons, everyone when he touched, that person died. But the fact is, um, Kenny, he literally grabbed the Green Reaper's arm and smashed him and killed him for some reason. So I don't know how that's even possible. The Simpson movie, seen that like what, two, three times, and honestly, and it's not good at all. It's just nope. Okay, have you guys are probably familiar with Dr. Seuss character Lorax, Cat in the
Yeah.
Hat?
Yeah, they're making
They're
a new
apparently,
Cat in the Hat, aren't they?
oh yeah,
They're
seen the
like making a
trailer.
new series or whatever.
Yeah, I knew the trailer. I saw the trailer of the first one. I wasn't even aware of that one. And when he is in there, he actually is on a call with someone, and what this seems to be his boss. and saying, "You're going too far," and the cat says, "Too fart," and he doesn't understand the phrase. Apparently, too far. Yeah, I saw the live action movie of that one, but that one was at least good, I guess. Let's see here. There was some one movie. That one is an animation, not
I
live.
didn't want
Uh, nope, not that one. The Iron Giant. Okay, that movie was not bad. It's based on
to
some
Iron.
true event. It literally is based on true actual event that happened in real life when the
Ow.
I mentioned the Sputnik 1. Uh, okay, Cody, have you ever heard of Quest for
Looks like it's
Camelot?
so trash. They're not being able to. Why are those Goombas so big? Did you get out of here? You better stay away from that chain shop. I said get away from the chain shop. Oh my god. I want to move this fucking camera so badly, but I can't because of the challenge. Oh my god, I hate this. Please. I just want to get the rest of these silver stars and move on with my life.
Just to be, yep.
Okay.
And the Market is here.
Oh, not being able to move this camera is so obnoxious, dude.
Oh, there is actually one movie I probably think that most of you guys have seen.
Wait,
Um,
what?
Gulliver's
Oh,
Travels
wait, that's
from
right, the right one.
1937 or 38. Is that a movie you guys ever heard or seen?
Let me go. Ow.
Game guy, Malachi, have you seen Gulliver's
Yep.
Travels from the 1930s?
I, I have not.
What?
I did see Gulliver's Travels, but I think it was one of the modern ones.
There is one with Jack Black in it, but honestly, it's not the same, man. The one that's from the I mentioned from the 30s, it is actually really good. And you can actually even see that on YouTube. It's in color. It's pretty good.
Here. Maya. Karate. Get hit in the face.
Are you really done yet?
Really?
Washing machine? Yeah, I'm doing some laundry right now, and I don't know when the machine is ready or not. Oy.
Cool.
Oh, there you
So
go.
bad. I guess.
There you go.
I just want to move. I just want to move this fucking camera, dude. This is so. Although I guess to be fair, that's kind of the whole point, huh? Maybe it's not. Please lower this. Alright. Camera, can you stop jittering? Thank you. You're gonna give us a seizure and possibly also something else, but we're not gonna talk about that.
But
Alright,
have you
let's go
guys ever seen?
do. I guess we can do the. Hold
Have you
on.
guys seen? Have you seen the Tom and Jerry movie?
Have we seen the what now?
Tom and Jerry, the movie.
I thought you were gonna just say Tom and Jerry. I was gonna be like, "Are you kidding me, dude? Of course I have."
Depends on which one. There is
I
one
think
from
I've seen kind
2020.
of like a small doses of all of them.
There is the only one that was made in 2021, and one that was made in
Hate this
uh,
fucking camera, dude.
that was a game.
That's all I want to do. Is that really so hard to ask? Brother, I just want to get in. Thank you.
Uh, Tom and Jerry from 1992.
Alright, this way.
Oh, oy vey.
Oy vey.
After what I just went through in the past few hours, oh, it was hell.
What happened?
What even happened?
Well, me and my mom and uncle, we took a shopping trip, and I bought me some things while we were out there. And then afterwards, we went to go eat in the subway that was at this Walmart that we go to quite a lot. And
Right?
my mind went blank, and I left the place without the shopping cart that had my items in it.
Yeah, I don't follow.
Basically, I
What?
I went while eating in Subway. I put the shopping cart that had the items that I paid for against the wall, and I forgot to grab it, and we had to come back out there for it.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm long jumping.
Malika, have you ever heard of the movie The Page Master?
What?
Have you heard of the movie The Page Master?
No.
Dude, seriously, you've really missed out on really good movies. The one who played uh, Kevin McAllister, he actually one who plays in this movie from 1994.
Dude, I am launching this. Swear to God.
Well, that's something, though. It's like Dashi will have some problem on his computer. Apparently, turns out his SIM card is being problem with. He actually reached out to me on Discord, on Facebook, only a couple of days ago.
I've had that issue a few times. To be fair.
Yeah. I hear you, wash machine. Duh. I'm not deaf. I'm not deaf.
I'll pass right through this wall. Can you do that? I'm not too sure. I've never tried before. It's possible to the Spanish gap though.
Excuse me.
Dude, I am.
Damn it.
I want a long
Ow.
jump, and the game says no.
Ow.
All right, you guys British?
Yeah, for some reason I dropped the popcorn on the floor and I was just trying to bend down to grab it. Then my shoulder started acting up. Oh, and I've been doing that for months. I haven't even looked at it. It's nothing serious.
That's actually.
The chances for Ash to return as a Pokemon character, I don't think I don't think he's coming back.
Pretty low, I'd say.
Yeah,
Unless they do a cameo.
Maybe, but as a fictional character, I doubt it. I think they actually retire him completely.
Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright, that's fine. It didn't spawn anywhere too ridiculous. It's just over here.
MLP question.
I grabbed that. I swear to God.
Crossover with
Brother, I am just.
Catherine Helsing with Fluttershy. Honestly, I don't know.
I did it.
What do you guys think?
I think that's a little too far.
Yeah, I think so too. Some of the character crossovers might actually be a little bit. this is
Yeah, that
even the other request I also had recently.
doesn't really count.
Uh,
Does
Olivia Jensen from the Starship Troopers with Fluttershy as a human version.
it?
Um, I think that might not even happen at all. So just so you remember the game, guy, the stream won't be in 2 hours. The stream might only be just about an hour long. That's it. Since that's not the only time we have left for
Well,
it.
you can wait. You can wait. Hold on a second. You can go. You can go over it, can't you?
Yeah, again.
So why not do that?
Well,
I'm having a pretty decent time, and I mean, we can just keep talking about movies if you wanna.
And you just fell through a fence.
I did. I didn't even notice it. I'm going the right way, yeah. I don't even remember. I can't tell because I can't move the camera. What do I have? No, I have 9 minutes, which kind of sucks. Wait. I cannot get roll this camera fast enough. That's really good. And okay, hold on.
I might want your opinion, Swish, on a dump truck that I saved on perchance, because I saved it and labeled it as Damnation Dump Truck.
oh boy. All right, what is it?
That's a
It's
badass
like
name, by the way.
it's like a it's like big and really I think a little too far designed for a regular dump truck.
Oh boy. All right then.
Where are you? Yeah, there you are. I swear it is massive. Take a look at this. When it comes up to Discord.
Excuse me. Ooh.
Intrigued.
Well, that is a big one.
I get. You know what? I'm gonna let first person be a thing because if I don't, it's gonna take an eternity. Really? Why did that count as 2? What do you mean that counted as 2? This doesn't make sense. He was just sitting on me. Okay, so I guess I can get this star. Then 6 minutes, I can finally control this damn camera again, unless I get it again, which would be really funny.
Hmm.
I can get up there, right? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Not if I do that. Yup, that's definitely a star, alright. Thanks, game. Alright. Let's see. Where to next? I guess I can do. I guess I can do this stage. This is the Goomba stage, yeah? No. This is the Goomba stage. Over here. Wait, didn't I already do this? That's a big old maybe for me.
You good?
Yeah, I thought I just heard some. Cause I have my tray table up in my back in the full upright position. I need to find the red star, the red gold, or the silver stars, whatever they're called. I don't know. I dunk now. Yeah. All things considered, this could be a lot worse.
So, how's Troy? Hey, Jim?
Roy's fine. Yeah, he's at the gym. He's feeling a lot better from yesterday.
What happened yesterday, during the second party?
Yeah, remember I told you we had a massive party and Roy kind of just zonked out last night. He was out of it.
I would be surprised if he was, too tired.
He didn't get drunk.
No, I mean just
That was
that
what you
he
were
had to.
insinuating, which he wasn't.
No,
But
no, 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 no,
he did not
no,
get
no,
drunk.
no, no. I mean, if he had just too much, sweets, too much sugar, that's meaning crash. I mean, if you eat something that's very much in sugar and it
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
we
gives
had
you some,
way too much sugar.
yeah, that is what happens. If you eat too much sugar, if you're like many cakes, cookies, you name it, and after a while it just burn off and you will crash after too much
I
sweets.
just want to, dude. I want to wall jump up this wall and I can't because this fucking camera. I didn't. Sure. I don't even know what that was.
Oh man.
Ready, aim, fire, or water, whichever you prefer. Boom. This. There are two silver stars up here. Yes, there's one over there. I cannot wait to get this fucking camera back into control because this is torment. This is cruel and unusual. Is what this is. Not to mention, I'll also be able to get the right coins too, so that's pretty nice. Can you let me go? I'm gonna soar around see if I can find that last silver star. Blast off! Well, that goes up. Alright, I didn't expect that to go up. Alright. How? You alright, Luigi? That didn't look like it was very pleasant. Oh, thank God. Now I can actually move this fucking camera. Please don't give me another 6. I don't want to do that again. That sucked. That's fine. So I can get right points again. My God, finally I can move this damn camera. Now we're getting somewhere. Right. Now it's Rhine time. Right. So to those just joining, or to those that don't know what's going on, which is probably a lot of people, I'm doing something incredibly ridiculous and incredibly stupid. I know, what a shock, am I right? This is kind of like a test, I guess you could say. Not really a test, but like a just to see how it goes kind of thing. So I made this document of a bunch of challenges that really, honestly, I don't think we'd be able to do on YouTube because of how ridiculous they are. And they're tied to numbers on the D20. So basically, they're just a bunch of challenges. And lucky me, well, I guess not really sarcastic lucky because I'm actually kind of having a really good time. I get to test it out, and so far I'm actually having a pretty good time. You probably noticed that I wasn't using my the C buttons to like move the camera. That's one of the challenges. I rolled a 6, and that meant I couldn't move the camera, and it was so bad. And also, yes, me being here on purpose is on purpose. Because alongside that, I also got another role, which basically forced me to be in this lobby. Because that was the lobby I chose. I should probably unlock one of these. I'm gonna go unlock. Should I unlock the metal cap? Probably. So the challenge I got for
Uh-oh. StreamYard, other than I thought he has a bad connection. It's not the first. I loved working Sombra twice Bronco story. It's a love. It's a beautiful story. Beautiful story. Uh, I actually agree. I agree. It's a beautiful story. I actually saw this that YouTube had actually installed a new function that you can get
Alright, we're good.
inspiration from any of your own stories or other people's videos. I saw this one as inspiration: Twilight and Shining Armor, True Love. I was like, what? But that is not happening though, since brother and sister people. Even though I did made one story between Kion and Kiara, but they are in that story not related. They are in an ultimate universe. You should make it into a series of texting stories.
Theo.
Um, wait, which one?
Yeah,
You
that's
mean
perfect.
like
Alright, good.
you mean like Twilight and Sombra? Uh,
Oh, that's a new
I
one.
I I hadn't even thought about that.
Swedish.
Hmm?
So I guess this is new or whatever. I got kicked out, and I'm back now, whatever. But you know how the private chat gets reset when you get kicked out and you go back in.
Yeah.
The exact same thing just happened, except with the comment section of the YouTube chat. So all the comments that people sent on the live chat aren't there anymore for me.
Huh, that's weird. Well, for me, it's still there as usual. Um, Speaking Twilight and Sombra
I wonder
as and like an audio
if that affects
series,
the actual chat itself. Hold on,
or
I'm
like
gonna
a
check that
series.
out real
Um,
quick.
if I would turn that in actual like a series, I may have to say I may not even be basing the story on the one I already had made. It might be a complete separate, but just with the same characters, but not more likely not even be based on the same last story. It's just
All right.
I mean, it's not like a guarantee that wouldn't happen. And this is literally the first that anyone even suggested this to me. It's not like I dismissed as a whole idea. It's more like I had to think about it. I mean,
Well,
it's not like a
I mean, I guess you could do what you did for Kyle and Kara, right? Because you did that technically. You just didn't make
no.
them siblings. You made them
Yeah, well, this is
like a
actually
separate
not
version of
well.
of each other.
Infection Crush uh, isn't talking about Shining Armor and Twilight, more like Sombra and Twilight. Um,
Oh, I thought we
yeah,
were
I
still
mean,
talking about it. Never mind.
but I can say this though, I'm not guaranteed it's if it will happen. I might simply, if I will going to do it, I will make a video about it or like a statement, since it's just that considering that I have so many ideas that I have been considered to do as an as a love stories and even my own audio series and hmm. I mean, having like multiple pictures and as an audio, it's like a series so based on two characters. Hmm, that is actually something I never even thought of. The most of the series that I have done for my channel are only as audio. But it's not like I haven't thought of this. Um, it's not like a 100% guarantee. It that it might not even happen. But even if they do happen, I just
Sure, I guess we can go this way.
even if they happen, I might actually try to come up with some like if let's say this. Normally, when I'm making a new series, I'm usually thinking of first of how many chapters is gonna be in it. and the name of the chapters, the name of the series, and most of all, the storyline. So yeah, um, it just there are some those ideas at first. If I will make it as an actual series, I just there are like I don't have to first come up with how many chapters this series will have. The previous all the series I had done in the past were around 8 to 10 chapters. If I will do just 9 chapters, or if I do more than that, yeah, at first I had to like figure out exactly how many I have to do, and and of course the name of the chapters, and yeah, that is are like the two major factors that I really had to to address to first most of all. It's just it's normal. It's normal for like many. If you think about like say like an actual TV series, and like say the MLP series, when Friendship with Magic was made, those each those episode has its own title, and came up with a title for a chapter, or in this case, even an episode, might actually be can be tricky because when I'm
Hey,
making
Spears,
the yeah.
I will be right back. I need to do something real quick, and you might want to see what I said in private chat.
Sure, why not? Um, so if I had to like say, if you have seen my previous
Hold on.
auto series, if you've seen my previously auto series, like say Discord Secret Daughter, um, Journey to Land, each chapter's name would be reflecting to what's going to happen in that particular chapter. The name will be the title of each chapter represent what's going to happen in those. When I came up with, usually when I have something in mind of what is going to happen, then I usually write it down. But that title might actually be a little bit tricky. For the most part, it's actually not even I who came up with the title for a chapter in my previous stories. It's actually my girlfriend who actually helped me with that from time to time. And and I think it's actually not as a bad idea. Just I just had to figure out exactly how many chapters I wanted to do for it, and try to come up with a title for the series and the name for the chapters. So that is there are those major questions to come up with an answer for. If I just going to do say just 4 chapters, okay, I can probably do 4 chapters in less than a week or maybe 2 weeks. Um, but here's the and even when I finish one chapter of this, if I will do this Sombra and Twilight story series, even if I finish the first chapter, it won't be uploaded even after I finish it. I don't upload those series until I have finished all the chapters. Because in the past, I uploaded my chapters of those previous stories on a Friday every week. There was someone suggested that I would do one particular author series, and that each chapter should have been uploaded um, for my late friend Cody's birthday every year. So if I had to do, say, if I've done 9 chapters, so that would mean that my viewers would have to wait total of 9 years for to get the whole series to end. Only one chapter for per year. Or if I do 10 chapters, that means I will only upload one chapter per year for next decade. And I won't even do that. That's just people probably put comments in the video like, wait, when is the next chapter going to be uploaded? When is the next chapter going to be uploaded? It's just, yeah, that might be a little bit crazy in the long run. But making it a series based on Sombra and Twilight, I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just, or at least in a series based on two characters like this. Never thought about it before. Game guy, what do you think of a story between there is a one male character and two female characters as a love story?
Well, I feel like that if you do that, you're gonna have to handle it like with like dignity and stuff like that, because I can practically see the comments now where they say, "Wait a second, wouldn't this technically mean that this character is cheating with this character, or
Well,
cheating on this character with this character?"
I mean, that
One of them
would
will
make
say it. I
sense.
don't know who, but
Well, unless the both female characters are totally okay with this, and they actually is for this whole idea of him, this male character dating two females at the same time. I was actually asked this idea years ago, but I said no immediately in the comments because it will only mix feelings for since in most countries in the world, it is not even accepted to be, let's say, married between, like, if a male character would marry two female characters, and mostly in the world, that's even like in real life, it's not even allowed. Like in Sweden, it's not allowed. But here's the kicker: in the U.S., there were not, well, I won't say legal, but was practiced by the Mormons in the U.S. for a while. But here's the thing, though. Let's say if a man has marries a woman and she has, say, two or three sisters, he can still marry them, but it won't be legal marriage. He will still be considered them as his wives and still have a marriage like a wedding, but it won't even be actual wedding, like a legal marriage. Like this American show called Sisters' Wives. A man named Cody is married to one woman and he marries her sisters, even though it's not like only his first wife is his legal wife. The rest of them other ones are only as or like a I don't know bonus wives maybe. I don't even know how that is. And but yeah, having this like I said for a couple of years ago, someone actually did ask me if I would do this type of story, and even Feigal, this was like yeah, she wasn't actually okay with the idea either, since she thought that would give the wrong signals to my viewers. And I understand, and I totally agreed on that, since many countries in the world don't even
oh,
allow this practice anymore. But there are some countries that literally allows to have multiple partners as wives or husbands. But there are some countries like Sweden, US, Japan, and others that's literally forbids it. But here's another thing: if you're even married, even if you do it for even if you are in fact engaged to someone and get married, and if you take another woman as your partner but not married but still dating her, and the fact that the wife is also okay with it, in fact she is even supported the whole idea, in a way some people are like, wait, is that against the law? Do you know? I will say tell this some people like, no, they aren't even breaking the law, because the first woman that he ended up being married is his legal wife, and the other one isn't even his actual wife either. They aren't even engaged. They're just dating. They are a couple. And the fact that the wives, the first, his only wife is actually even approving this and even encouraged to do this. So in a technically way, by law, it's allowed, since that second woman won't even be his legal wife or even as his fiance, but only as a girlfriend.
Oh,
So in a way, so in
boom.
a way, so in a way, a man can have, uh, say, a married man can have one man, a wife, one official wife, and maybe 4 or 5 other girlfriends, and all of them are completely aware and supports this whole idea. It is not like they're breaking the law, but it's just only may not be illegal or anything, but it will give you some wrong signals depending on where you live. So yeah, but having this idea that someone asked me to do this stories, but between one male character and 2 female characters, yeah, that's not happening since yeah, it's just no.
Nice.
So is Triforce streaming today?
I think he is, yeah. But I think it's at 8:30, so it might be we might be good to do a little millionaire.
This year that he was
Besides, I can do both.
I think that he did stream about a few days ago, but when I checked in the comments, he wasn't even there. I think it was like early in the morning. Well, at least for me, it would have been.
What do you mean?
Well, he was doing a stream on a couple of days ago. I believe it was from my time zone. Must have been, I think, like 2, 3 p.m. or something like that. And he was streaming though at that moment, and I looked in the comments and I couldn't even see your name not anywhere. So that might actually that he was streaming really early, and that you might have even been asleep, or it might actually be that you weren't even home. Brony, are you still
Hmm.
there?
Weird. Yeah, I was either. I think I was. No, I think I was actually busy. I don't remember. Either way, We could definitely do some millionaire later. Do you hear that, Malkite? We could actually do millionaire today. Hooray! He's gonna be so giddy about that.
Yeah, I just wonder what Smish's reaction would be if he saw the gift that I shared with him on Discord.
Well, StreamYard is a bit slow.
Ow. I
Dude,
can't get the right coins because of the challenge.
don't comment. No comment.
Yeah?
I was for fun talking to Malachi, like, no comment to that one. Unless you're into Madame Mim's rhino ass.
Happened.
Are you still? Yeah. Are you still a waiter, Ronit?
I mean, it's also.
Tired.
Right now, so I'm gonna check something. I'll never complain about this camera again because seriously, even though it was 30 minutes, that 30 minutes of not being able to do the camera was hell. I just hated it. It was terrible.
Oh, StreamYard.
Well, I guess no,
Oh
because
boy.
it doesn't really do that, and I would. No, that's what he did. Oh, I wait.
Let's see what else. What the freaking hell, StreamYard? Or it might even be their connection also. This just is good. Yeah, Game Guy is not happy. I can say that.
Look, I'm having too much of a good time actually playing this game to be upset at StreamYard right now.
It might even not even be StreamYard. It might have, could also be um, um,
Yeah.
your Wi-Fi connection. That is not even the first time that happened.
Alright. 2 minutes since I have to re-roll the dice. Die, whatever. You thought I was gonna fall off, but I didn't. I wall kicked that shit like it was nothing. Uh, that takes me to the moat, and I don't want to go there right now. Is that a drill? Huh. I don't know who's drilling, but okay. Ow. Damn you, fall damage. Wait, isn't. Wait. I remember. What? Me
Shocking.
remembering something? People, you're gonna have to lock your doors. Oh, this isn't where I expected to go. For me, I guess. A star's a star, right?
What the heck was that?
What the heck was what?
Well, the word is screech a few seconds ago. You were talking and there was this high pitched screech. Only for a second or something.
Weird. Maybe it was a car outside. Alright, you better give me something
Hmm.
good. Really? You think it's just 7s? No, and actually, I'm gonna reroll that. I think it's a little. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, it's probably the easiest that I have. Right. Does this stage even have any of those? I don't know. They don't think I was. Oh yeah, I forgot about the extra spooky music. Brother, why did I just run right into you?
Knocker. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
A plumber. I've come to fix your sink.
Yep, that's definitely what you are.
This is from a new place.
Shh. What's the name? Which is right. My computer's right there, in front of your face, and you could definitely see it because it's right there. Because that's ow! You just headbutt me? Get out of here with that. Oh yeah, that's right. Once you get the 4th red star, you can't heal anymore, which is interesting. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It's not like I needed to heal anyway. I can't see. Oh, you dick. Ghosts don't die. They certainly don't. Alright. Oh yeah, now I can get the red coins now, huh? I forgot that the Oh, sorry, I need a key to open this door, but I already have a key, so fuck you. I can get in there. Unless this key doesn't fit, in which case, actually, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna kill the big Buddhist on the balcony, and then I'm probably gonna head to another level. Go to another level. Go to another level. Oh yeah. Gonna go to another level. I know you're behind me. That went to the top, which it normally does, so that's fine. Oh no, I can't get the Mr. I. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed. Sarcasm. And yes, saying sarcasm was necessary, in case you weren't aware of that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna get the rest of the stars here. I don't feel like being here right now. I'll just get the 2 and move on. I will get the 2. By the way, I think Malachite's back because it says there's 4 people in the chat, so you might want to let them in, or maybe it isn't Mal. What the fuck? Oh, this area. Okay, I see where I am. I got I got so confused for a second. I was like, where the hell am I? Now I know what you're thinking. This isn't gonna take me anywhere. It's just a white painting. Well, guess what? It takes you somewhere. Welcome to B3313. Oh, this area. Oh, I love this area. I forgot this. I forgot this is how you actually got here. It's been a while since I've actually gone inside of that painting. It's been a while since I've been in this area. This area is cool. I like to call it Lobby F. You can only really get here through certain means. Ow. It's a pretty, it's a decently rare place to get. You can get here pretty simply if you just fuck around the castle, but uh, I dropped the baby. I'm a bad parent. Luigi, you're not a mama anymore. I'm sorry. Wow, really? You're just gonna give me a free stock? Is there anything else down here? I don't think there is. I guess I'll just take the free star. Works for me. Yeah, somehow I knew it was you. I think Swedish is AFK right now, so just give him a minute. Alright, let's get the baby back. Let's get the baby back to its mom. That's what we do. And maybe Doc while we're there. Nobody said that this wasn't gonna happen, huh? I don't really do the Luigi's Real Thoughts too often, probably because it's not as fun. There, I said it. With Mario, you can kind of just have him have any personality you want him to, and it kind of fits. Me, I like sticking with the sarcastic kind of like what is going on anymore kind of Mario. This is your baby, right? Yep, 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 yep. And I already dropped him. I mean, gave you him. Obviously, that's what I did. I didn't drop him. Not me. I would never. I would never drop a baby. I mean, really. Although I keep forgetting how odd the camera angle is. Yeah, that looks about right. I
Hey,
know.
Spears, I apologize, but I could not help myself on Discord.
Alright, what is this? There's a
That's
can in
fine.
there. I don't think I've ever actually been in this level before. I can't remember if I have. Have I? It looks. It looks just like the other one, except different somehow. I got 79 stars.
Creepy.
I don't know. It is what it is. And I am
Creepy
who
as
I am.
fuck.
Even though I'm sorry.
Creepy as
I couldn't keep that
creepy
going.
as hell. Creepy as hell.
I can make it! I didn't make
Nope.
it! Wow, you just straight up stand on here? Why? I mean, I guess I can kind of see why, but like, no, I can't actually. Yeah, I thought triple jump wouldn't make that. Cool. Hey, and there's one on top of the tower. Yes. All right. Wet. Wow, that was the most wild fortressy feeling wild fortress seen in my life. Arthur, would you like to save? Honestly, I would like to save. It's been my dream to save ever since I saw the prompt. Alright. Where's this take me again? Oh! This is new. Alright. Okay, so we got the volcano. We got you. We got the nipple twister over here. I'm gonna kill him. Kill the nipple twister. That's what he is. You didn't know that? That's his name. Obviously, it's not anything else.
Game guy,
Clearly,
game guy,
I don't know what you're
the
talking about.
chain,
Nipple twister.
game guy. The chain chomp
What?
could grow bigger. The chain chomp could grow bigger nipples than Kovu.
I always knew he could, honestly.
He got bigger than your guys.
Oh shit. Alright, so what makes this lethal lava land? Yeah. First, I'm gonna kill these guys because they're just in the way, and also because I think they'll go against Star, which would be amazing. Aha!
Oh,
I did
boy.
it. Would you like to save? Rank of the game? I don't even know what you were asking me this question. Of course, I'd like to save. Does killing you do anything? I feel like it would. No? Okay. What about you? Can I kill you? I mean, yes, I can, but brother,
Tired.
why? Hi, tired.
Smart ass.
Thank you
Ugh.
for the compliment. Oh, I can't go in there. Cool. All right. Awesome. So that means I have to reroll this damn dice. Can you not give me a 7 this time? I would like to get something new.
Well, I know at least one thing I'm going to do afterwards, after the stream is over
What?
and after the millionaire is done. And that is completing the next UK history quiz. Hmm, that's nearly half done.
What's 2?
Uh,
Oh no, really? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna reroll that. I kind of don't want to do that right now. Ricka reroll. And oh,
Rickroll.
you
Have
stop.
you guys have you guys ever seen or heard the Rickroll video?
Of course, I've seen the Rickroll video. Like I think everyone on the internet has. So
Have you seen the new version?
okay, so what was it? Cap, and now it's I can't use war pipes. Alright, that's fine. I haven't seen the new version, no.
I actually have. It's the same singer, Rick Ashley, or what his name is, and it's basically this almost the same as the
Ashley.
original video, except that some new modern adding into it. And he wears almost the same thing as what he did in the first video. I actually kind of think that's okay though. And did you know that Triforce is actually streaming right now?
I did, yeah. I told them about, well, kind of told them about the. I basically told them I was going to be busy. So,
So are you still gonna do
and I
this
mean,
the millionaire
technically, I was
afterwards?
not wrong. So, we're fine. It's fine.
I mean,
Yeah,
are you
maybe
still
I'll,
gonna?
like, lurk a chat while we do it. We'll see.
Hmm.
Or I could use my phone, that too. Wait, speaking of, I had to turn my timer, which is actually already turned on, so. I forget exactly what I said, but whatever. He won't mind. I mean, there's other mods besides me, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Besides, he'll probably be done by the time we end the stream. Hopefully he doesn't find out about the stream. In which case he does not be Triforce. Anyway. Nah, he'd understand if he saw. Probably. Anyway, let's get on this ship. I said, let's get on the ship. I could probably go in there, huh? It's a star. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. Really? I couldn't have landed on that? That would have been cool. Okay. Luigi, please. Okay, I guess there's not anything there. Cool. Alright, well, I guess I can just re-get the star here. Nothing here.
Oh, man.
Oh, really?
Well,
This
that's,
scenario?
well, that's another question in. Uh, let's see what else.
It's Ace Call.
I think we can probably do a few minutes after the 2 hour mark.
Alright.
Man, it's a long day.
Sounds good.
Rain. It's been raining all day. On and off. So, any plans for the rest of the weekend?
Do some mowing tomorrow, and
Not really.
I have no idea what I will do. Well, it depends. I'm just gonna since my my oldest niece called me earlier and just talked about her for a few minutes and she asked me what I was going to do. I was like, probably be at home for an hour, see my parents, depending if it's raining. And according to her, it's going to rain at least for the next few days. So I might just stay home. So yeah, I don't really have much any problem with that since if it's raining outside, but there's somewhere to be like, then do what? Well, there's TV, computer, sleep. I mean, there is not much else you can do. It's raining outside, so.
I will pick it up.
So, how many Super Millionaire will we do? Two, three, more?
well, I'm currently working on one of the quizzes that ain't even done at the moment. Because there's lots of good questions that I have yet to.
First of all, got it.
I think I probably can like do what? Three?
That was a P90, stupid.
What did you say, Malka? You glitched out a bit.
I accidentally clicked, typed hit the letter P button instead of the O button.
Hmm.
What a travesty.
Well, it could be worse.
That's supposed to be an L, not a K, dummy.
Hey, what's this? Oh. Oh, that's just straight up a star. Alright. Hold on a second. I don't know. I kind of already have 7 red coins. I dedicated myself to them. There we go. Can I go up here? Doubt it, but nope. Oh, that's the way to get back down there if you want to. And now, where's that left? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that's right. That spawns behind the cage, huh? Hey, I can bypass the cage using this, right? Hell yeah, I can. Screw the vanish cap. We don't need it.
Oh, I think it's about time to end here, anyways.
All right, let me just get this last star, and then we can end it there. See? Right. Well, that was a fun time. I actually really did have kind of a blast. That was really fun.
Oh. Well, people, that'll be fun. At least for once, we have just a good time for overall. So until next time, will be come on, open up. Would be next Friday actually when my StreamYard resets. So until then, people, hope you all have a good weekend and a good summer. Speech Double signing off. Bye.
Bye.